Habit number 1, wake up like you're done being average. If you wake up and grab your phone, you've already lost. You didn't just check notifications, you surrendered your peace. You told the world, here, take my focus before I even take a breath. Most people don't wake up anymore. They reload yesterday's chaos, scroll, compare, absorb everyone else's noise, and then wonder why they feel empty before breakfast. That's not a routine, that's mental decay. You want a bulletproof mind? Stop waking up like life owes you comfort. Wake up like someone who's done playing small before your feet hit the floor. Remind yourself you're at war against distraction, against doubt, against the version of you that keeps choosing easy. Winners don't wake up to dopamine. They wake up to discipline, silence before stimulation, focus before feedback, purpose before phone. You don't need a new morning routine. You need a new identity. Wake up like your old life just expired. Habit number 2, make your bed. Win the war. Sounds small, right? Making your bed. But it's not about sheets and pillows. It's about proof. Proof that you can control the first thing you touch in the morning. Every time you make your bed, you're telling your brain, I finish what I start. You stack a tiny win before the world even gets a shot at you. Most people wait for motivation. Winners build momentum. That clean bed isn't decoration, it's discipline in disguise. It's your first promise kept, it's your environment matching, your mindset. Because chaos around you breeds chaos inside you. And here's the truth. If you can't manage a blanket, how will you manage your destiny? The bed is the training ground. You don't do it because it's pretty, you do it because it's power. Small order, big ripple, bulletproof mindset. One blanket at a time. Habit number 3, move like you're escaping weakness. Your body and your mind are teammates. If one slacks, the other suffers. Movement isn't about vanity, it's about survival. The gym, the run, the push-up, it's not fitness, it's rebellion. Every time you move, you're escaping the gravity of weakness trying to pull you down. People treat exercise like punishment for what they ate. Wrong. Movement is a message to your brain. We're alive. We're not done. You don't train for abs. You train to remember you're powerful. Sweat is therapy. Your soul understands. Because every time you push your body past comfort, your brain learns. We don't quit when it's hard. We adapt. We evolve. You don't need fancy equipment, just the courage to start. Move like you're outrunning the version of you that gave up too early. Move like weakness is chasing you, and strength is the only safe place left. Habit number 4, brutal self-awareness. You can't fix what you refuse to face. Brutal self-awareness is the habit that separates the dreamers from the doers. Most people lie to themselves daily. I'm fine. I'll start tomorrow. It's not that bad. Lies feel safe, but poison. Real growth starts when you finally call yourself out. Sit down, look in the mirror, and ask, where am I full of it? That's not self-hate. It's self-respect. Because honesty is the beginning of power. Awareness is uncomfortable because it exposes your patterns. But discomfort is the only place truth grows. Start auditing your habits, your energy, your excuses. Ask yourself why you do what you do and who you're becoming because of it. If the answer stings, good. That means it's real. Brutal self-awareness isn't about tearing yourself down. It's about refusing to stay blind. The truth might hurt, but lies destroy you slower. Habit number 5. Make pain your gym partner. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the instructor. The world told you to avoid it, numb it, run from it. But every time you escape pain, you escape growth. The people you admire most, they're not fearless, they're forged. They didn't get stronger despite pain, they got stronger through it. Every setback, every rejection, every heartbreak, it's a rep. The universe isn't punishing you, it's training you. And the lesson is simple. Pain reveals what you're made of. When life hits hard, most people tap out. But not you. You lean in. You ask, what is this trying to teach me? Pain is data. It's feedback from reality saying, here's where you level up. So the next time it hurts, don't hide. Breathe. Feel it. Let it build you. Because the day you stop running from pain is the day you start becoming unstoppable. Habit number 6. Create when you don't feel like it. The difference between professionals and amateurs. Professionals create when it's inconvenient. Amateurs wait for perfect moods, perfect timing, perfect inspiration. But perfection is a myth. It's procrastination wearing a nice outfit. The truth is consistency beats motivation. Every time you want to write, paint, build, start, even when your soul feels heavy, create something terrible if you have to. Because creating when you're empty proves to your brain that you're not ruled by emotion, you're ruled by commitment. Those are the moments that separate legends from almost. You can't always control your feelings, but you can control your actions. So when you don't feel like it, that's your cue, that's your opportunity to rewrite your limits. Every masterpiece was born on a date someone didn't want to show up, but did anyway. Habit number 7. Talk to yourself like a coach, not a critic. Your mind listens to every word you say, even the silent ones. If your self-talk sounds like abuse, don't be surprised when your confidence looks like trauma. You can't bully yourself into greatness. You coach yourself into it. When you mess up, don't say, I'm a failure. Say, that was a lesson. Let's adjust. When you feel weak, don't say, I can't. Say, not yet. Language builds identity, and identity shapes action. You want to rewire your brain? Start with how you speak to it. Stop being the villain in your own story. Be the mentor. Be the coach that calls you out, but also lifts you up, because self-respect grows from the tone of your inner voice. And the day you stop being your own enemy is the day life starts listening to you differently. Habit number 8, keep your circle tight and demanding. Your circle is either building you or burying you. You can't have a bulletproof mind surrounded by paper-thin people. If your friends only hype you when you're comfortable, they're not friends. They're distractions. You need people who make you uncomfortable in the best way. The kind who tell you the truth, not what you want to hear. The kind who clap when you grow, not when you shrink. Audit your circle. Are they feeding your vision or feeding your fears? Most people stay stuck because their circle normalizes mediocrity. Be around people who remind you who you said you wanted to be. The conversations you have daily are programming your mindset. Choose them wisely. Habit number 9, guard your focus. Like it's gold, focus is the new flex. Everyone wants to grind, but no one can concentrate for more than 10 minutes. That's why your brain feels fried. You've been living in constant distraction. Focus is your superpower in a world that profits from your attention. Every notification is a thief. Every scroll is a silent robbery. You think it's harmless, but your brain's rewiring every time you switch tasks. Guard your focus like treasure. Schedule it. Protect it. Fight for it. Because if you can control your focus, you can control your future. Learn to go deep instead of wide. Create in silence. Work in blocks. Shut the world out long enough to hear your own thoughts again. That's how you become dangerous in the best way. Habit number 10. Learn something difficult daily. Comfort is the enemy of confidence. The brain grows when it struggles. That's why you need to do something every day that challenges you. Learn a skill. Read a book that confuses you. Dive into a topic that humbles you. Stop chasing easy wins. Start chasing brain bruises. Because the harder the learning, the stronger the wiring. Most people stop learning after school and then wonder why life keeps repeating the same lessons. Knowledge compounds. Every new skill gives you leverage. Every challenge builds confidence. And here's the truth. The person who learns faster wins longer. So pick something hard. Learn it. Fail at it. Repeat. Growth doesn't come from knowing. It comes from trying until it clicks. Habit number 11. Journal. Like a scientist, not a poet. Most people journal like they're trying to win an Oscar for most dramatic handwriting. That's not journaling. That's emotional karaoke. Real journaling isn't about sounding deep. It's about seeing clearly. You're not writing to impress. You're writing to investigate. Think of it like a mental MRI, scanning your thoughts, habits, and emotional triggers so you can understand the system you're living in. Every page is data. What drained your energy today? What made you proud? What pattern keeps repeating? Write it down. Because if you don't record your lessons, you're forced to repeat them. Journaling isn't therapy, it's diagnostics. It's how you find the bugs in your mental software. You're not venting, you're debugging. And when you get consistent with it, something crazy happens. Your chaos starts turning into clarity. You start catching your excuses in real time. You start spotting the difference between what's real and what's fear. You stop reacting and start responding. A bulletproof mind isn't built on motivation, it's built on self-awareness. And journaling is how you measure that awareness. Don't make it poetic, make it honest. Habit number 12, make silence a daily ritual. You're surrounded by so much noise, you've forgotten what your own thoughts sound like. Silence has become rare, almost uncomfortable. But that's why it's powerful. You can't find direction in chaos. You can't hear intuition when your life's a constant broadcast. So make silence a ritual. 10 minutes, no phone, no playlist, no distractions. It's just you and your mind face to face. It'll be awkward at first. You'll feel restless, bored, maybe even anxious. That's withdrawal from dopamine, from stimulation, from distraction addiction. But if you stay there long enough, you'll notice something. Beneath the noise, there's wisdom. Beneath the chaos, there's calm. Silence doesn't make you soft. It makes you strategic. It's where the mind recalibrates, recharges, reorders itself. The world is addicted to speed. Be the one who slows down on purpose. Be the one who listens before reacting. Stillness is not laziness, it's strength. You don't need a meditation app. You need 5 minutes of nothing. Because silence is the gym where self-control trains. Habit number 13. Stop performing, start becoming. We live in a world obsessed with performance. Everyone's acting, everyone's on brand, everyone's auditioning for approval. And it's exhausting. You post something real and your brain instantly calculates likes, comments, validation. But here's the ugly truth. You'll never feel enough while you're performing for an audience that's not even paying attention. Stop performing, start becoming, stop curating your worth and start building it. The world rewards authenticity in theory but punishes it in practice. So you've got to be brave enough to be real anyway. You don't owe anyone the highlight reel. You owe yourself the raw version. The one that's still figuring it out. The one that falls apart, learns, rebuilds. Because the moment you stop performing for the crowd, you start performing for your soul. And that's when growth becomes permanent. You stop chasing applause and start chasing alignment. You stop living to be seen and start living to see. The algorithm can't measure your peace. And that's what makes it powerful. Habit number 14, say no like it's a sacred word. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you say no to something that could have grown you. Most people are exhausted not because they're overworked, but because they're over-obligated. You keep agreeing to things that don't serve your mission. You keep people-pleasing yourself into burnout. But here's the truth. No is your shield. No is how you protect your energy, your focus, your peace. You don't owe everyone access to you. Every time you say yes just to avoid disappointing someone, you disappoint yourself instead. And that's how resentment builds. A slow, silent corrosion of self-respect. So stop apologizing for boundaries. Stop justifying your peace. You're not rude for protecting your energy. You're responsible. You don't need to explain your no. You just need to mean it. Every no is a declaration of priorities. It's saying my goals matter, my sanity matters, my future matters. Weak minds chase approval, strong ones protect alignment. Habit number 15, be the most reliable person. You know why most people can't trust themselves? Because they break promises they think don't matter. I'll wake up early, I'll eat better, I'll stop scrolling, small promises broken daily. And every time you do that, your brain stops believing your own words. Self-trust dies quietly. You start thinking you're lazy, unmotivated, inconsistent. But really you just don't believe you. Reliability isn't about showing up for others. It's about showing up for yourself. Every small promise you keep rebuilds that trust. Every time you say, I'll do it, and actually do, it's a deposit into your confidence account. Be the kind of person your future self can count on. Because when your brain knows your word means something, you become unstoppable. That's how real confidence is built. Not from hype, not from affirmations, from proof, from evidence that when you say you'll do something, you actually follow through. That's how you turn self-doubt into self-respect. That's how you build a mind no failure can break. Habit number 16, starve your ego, feed your soul. Your ego is the loudest liar in the room. It wants recognition, validation, applause, but not growth. The ego is addicted to being seen more than becoming strong. And that's why so many people look confident online but feel empty in real life. The ego wants to win arguments. The soul wants to win peace. The ego collects followers. The soul collects wisdom. You feed one at the expense of the other. So starve the ego. Stop chasing claps from people who aren't even clapping for themselves. Let your results make the noise. The truth is, your ego will have you performing for approval while your potential starves in silence. Learn to do things without needing credit. Learn to be great without being loud. Humility isn't weakness. It's control. It's knowing you can roar, but choosing silence because your work speaks louder. A bulletproof mindset doesn't need validation. It creates its own. Habit number 17. Make time your weapon, not your excuse. You say you don't have time, but you do. You just spend it like it's free. Hours vanish in scrolling, gossip, procrastination, overthinking. Then you call it stress. But the truth is, time management isn't about scheduling. It's about self-respect. Every minute has a mission. And if you don't assign it, distractions will. Time doesn't care about your feelings. It keeps ticking whether you're growing or wasting away. You can cry, complain, delay, but the clock still moves. You know what's crazy? People fear running out of time, yet waste it like they get a refill. Stop saying, I don't have time. Start saying, it's not a priority. Watch how your perspective shifts. You'll realize you have enough time. You're just not directing it. Treat your hours like currency, not confetti, because the moment you start respecting your time, the world starts respecting your grind. Habit number 18. Read like you're mining gold. Most people read for entertainment. You're going to read for evolution. Books aren't just stories, they're time machines. You can learn in 10 hours what someone spent 10 years bleeding for, but only if you read with hunger. Don't scroll your way through knowledge. Study it, digest it, apply it, highlight the parts that hurt your ego the most, because that's where the lesson is. Reading isn't passive. It's an act of rebellion against ignorance. Your phone feeds you noise. Books feed you power. Every chapter is a conversation with someone smarter than you. Every page is a mirror showing who you could become. Read like your future depends on it, because it does. And if you want to go deeper, we've got ebooks on the Wise Joe website that go all in on mindset, focus, and mental warfare. Use promo code WiseJoe for 20% off. It's not a pitch, it's a resource. Feed your mind like your life depends on it, because it actually does. Habit number 19. Become addicted to execution. Ideas don't change your life. Execution does. The world's full of people who had a great idea once. You know what they all have in common, and then they never acted. Thinking doesn't make progress. Doing does. You want confidence? Stop over-planning and start executing. Confidence isn't built in your head. It's built in motion. You don't need the perfect plan. You need momentum. Action kills fear faster than logic ever will. Every time you act, you prove to your brain you're capable. Every time you hesitate, you prove to it you're not. So pick something, anything, and move. Don't wait for clarity. Clarity is earned through movement. Make mistakes fast. Learn faster. Let the world watch your progress, not your potential. The future doesn't belong to thinkers. It belongs to executives. Obsess over completion, not perfection. Start now, fix later, repeat forever. Habit number 20. Embrace boredom. Like a monk, boredom is your brain begging for depth. But most people treat it like a disease. The second silence hits, they reach for stimulation. That's why no one can focus anymore. Our attention spans are addicted to noise. But boredom is where breakthroughs are born. It's the silence between thoughts where ideas grow. Every great thinker, artist, or innovator had one thing in common. They learned to sit still long enough to hear their own mind speak. If you can't handle boredom, you'll never handle mastery. Because mastery is repetition, and repetition feels boring to the undisciplined. Train yourself to sit in stillness, to walk without music, to eat without screens, to just be, because the ability to do nothing without falling apart is a superpower. When everyone else reaches for dopamine, you'll be reaching for clarity, and that's how you become untouchable in a distracted world. Habit number 21. Make discipline sexy again. Somewhere along the way, discipline got rebranded as boring. People started thinking consistency kills creativity. Nah, chaos kills creativity. Discipline protects it. Everyone wants the results, but no one wants the repetition that builds them. The truth is, motivation is a one-night stand. Discipline is a marriage. Discipline isn't punishment. It's freedom disguised as structure. It's the ability to say, I'll do it later, and actually mean later, not never. It's doing the reps when no one's watching, doing the work without applause, saying no when it'd be easier to say yes. You don't build confidence by feeling good. You build it by keeping promises to yourself. Discipline is how you flirt with your potential. It's how you make your future self fall in love with you. You don't need another hack, another quote, another guru. You need the audacity to stay consistent when everyone else folds. Make discipline look good again. Make it powerful. Make it your aesthetic. Because when discipline becomes your default, success becomes your side effect. Habit number 22. Laugh in the face of setbacks. When life punches you in the face, laugh. Not because it's funny, but because you're still standing. Laughter is rebellion against defeat. It's how you tell the universe, you can shake me, but you can't break me. Every failure, every rejection, every awkward moment that made you want to disappear, that's material for your comeback story. Pain becomes lighter when you can mock it, because humor doesn't erase pain, it transforms it. It's emotional alchemy. You ever notice the people who've been through the most are often the funniest? It's because they've mastered turning suffering into story. You either cry about it or you create with it. You either drown or you dance. And when you learn to laugh through pain, you become untouchable. You stop fearing failure because it stops owning you. So next time you fall flat on your face, just smile and say, cool. Plot twist. That's power, that's presence, that's peace disguised as comedy. Habit number 23. Build rituals, not randomness. A scattered life creates a scattered mind. You say you want peace, but your days are chaos. No rhythm, no rituals, just reacting. Rituals are what separate the masters from the messes. They're the quiet backbone of bulletproof minds. You need anchors in your day, small repeatable moments that tell your brain we're grounded. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's a cold shower, maybe it's staring out the window in silence before opening your laptop. It's not about what you do, it's about doing it deliberately. Random people hope, ritualistic people know. Rituals create rhythm, and rhythm creates power. It's how you stop running from life and start dancing with it. The most dangerous version of you is the one that's structured but flexible, grounded but adaptable. Build your rituals like armor, not to restrict you but to protect you from the noise, because when you live with rhythm, chaos loses its grip. Habit number 24. Stay dangerous but kind. Being nice isn't the same as being good. The world doesn't need more harmless people. It needs powerful people who choose to be gentle. You should be capable of destruction, but controlled enough never to use it. That's true strengths. Stay dangerous but kind. It means being confident enough to stay calm when disrespected, strong enough to forgive without becoming naive. It means speaking softly while standing firmly. The modern world glamorizes aggression or submission, but real power lives in restraint. Be the person who can walk into any room and everyone feels your presence. Not because you're loud, but because you're grounded. Being dangerous means you're capable. Being kind means you're wise enough to use that capability for peace. Never confuse kindness with weakness. A lion that chooses not to bite is still a lion. Habit number 25. Reward yourself with pride, not pleasure. You've been trained to reward yourself with distraction. Long day scroll, good workout, junk food, one small win, Netflix binge. Pleasure isn't the reward, it's the trap. You start linking success to indulgence instead of integrity. The real reward is pride, the quiet, deep satisfaction of knowing you did what you said you'd do. That feeling lasts longer than any dopamine hit ever could. Pleasure fades fast, pride compounds. Every time you choose long-term respect over short-term relief, you're reprogramming your brain to crave progress instead of escape. You stop chasing comfort and start chasing capability. Treat your self-control like it's sacred. You don't need another cheat day. You need a victory lap. Sit in the quiet and let that feeling of earned peace soak in. Because pleasure's easy, but pride's built. Habit number 26. Keep secrets from the internet. You don't owe your progress an audience. Every time you post your plans before they happen, you drain the energy that should have built them. The internet rewards attention, but growth rewards silence. Privacy is power. You don't need validation. You need results. Let your success be something people notice, not something you announce. Because the more you share, the more you scatter your focus. You can't plant seeds in public and expect them to survive the storm of opinions. Keep your goals sacred. Keep your next move invisible until it's undeniable. Oversharing is a modern addiction. People crave applause for potential instead of mastery. But the truth is, mystery multiplies momentum. The strongest minds don't brag. They vanish, build, and come back unrecognizable. You don't need likes, you need leverage. You don't need followers. You need freedom. Stop performing your progress and start protecting it. The most powerful people don't broadcast every win. They disappear into their work until the world has no choice but to notice. Habit number 27. Practice emotional weightlifting. You lift heavy emotions the same way you lift heavy weights by not running from them. Most people are emotionally weak because they've built a life designed to avoid feeling anything real. They distract instead of digest. But your emotions aren't enemies, they're signals. Anger means boundaries were crossed. Sadness means you cared. Anxiety means you're out of alignment. Every feeling has a message, but only if you stay long enough to hear it. Emotional strength isn't about being unbothered, it's about being unbreakable. It's sitting in discomfort and saying, I can handle this. You train your nervous system the same way you train your muscles through controlled exposure. You feel pain, process it, grow stronger, feel rejection, analyze it, build self-worth that isn't negotiable, feel fear, move anyway. That's emotional conditioning. You're not fragile, you're just untrained. Start lifting heavier emotions. Don't run from heartbreak. Don't bury grief. Don't numb boredom. Feel it all and transmute it into wisdom. That's what builds a mind that can survive anything. Habit number 28. Build a relationship with failure. Failure isn't an event, it's a mirror. Every loss is just feedback about where you're still soft. But you were raised to fear it. To see failure as proof you're not good enough, that's wrong. Failure is proof you tried. You only fail when you stop showing up. Every master was once a beginner surrounded by mistakes. The difference? They stayed. They used failure like a map, not a verdict. You want to be dangerous? Get comfortable being embarrassed. Get addicted to trying again. Every time you fail, you remove the fear of failing again. The sting fades, the skill grows. Eventually, failure stops scaring you. It starts teaching you. You realize rejection isn't rejection, it's redirection. You realize setbacks aren't signs, they're shaping tools. You stop asking, why me? And start saying, train me. You stop avoiding the fire and start walking through it on purpose. Because failure isn't your enemy, it's your mentor in disguise. Habit number 29. Speak less, observe more. The smartest person in the room is usually the quietest one. Not because they're shy, but because they're studying. They know words are energy. Every time you speak, you spend focus. Every time you interrupt, you block information. You want to be sharp? Stop filling silence with noise. Most people listen to reply. Few listen to understand. Observation builds wisdom faster than talking ever will. Watch how people move, how they treat waiters, how they react under pressure. That's truth. Silence isn't weakness, it's weaponry. The loudest in the room crave validation. The quiet ones gather data, and when they finally speak, people listen. That's power. In a world addicted to oversharing, be the observer. Be the one who sees patterns before others see problems. You'll notice opportunities hidden in plain sight because you weren't busy trying to be heard, you were busy hearing. Speak less, but when you do, speak with weight. Let your words hit like bullets. Precise, necessary. Final habit number 30. Choose loneliness over mediocrity. The road to greatness is brutally lonely, and that's why most people never take it. You'll outgrow friends, circles, habits, even identities that once felt like home. And it'll hurt. You'll think something's wrong with you because you suddenly crave quiet more than company. But that's not loneliness, that's evolution. Growth feels like isolation because it separates you from what no longer serves you. Mediocrity loves company, comfort loves crowds. But purpose lives in solitude. You find yourself in the silence that used to scare you. You build peace in the spaces everyone else avoids. Loneliness isn't a curse, it's a classroom. It's where you develop taste for depth, where you learn you don't need to be understood. You need to be real. The people who can't handle their own company will always settle for noise, but not you. You're building something that requires isolation. Let them call you distant. You're just busy becoming different. Habit number 31, join a tribe that challenges you. No one gets bulletproof alone. You can go fast by yourself, but you go far with a tribe that demands your best. Find people who make you uncomfortable in the best way possible. People who call out your excuses, not comfort them. People who remind you what you said you wanted when you start slipping. A real tribe doesn't flatter you, they forge you. You'll know you found the right one when you leave conversations feeling exhausted but evolved. That's growth, that's accountability. And if you're looking for a space like that at the Wise Joe Private Club, is exactly that energy. No fluff, no fake positivity, just raw growth, truth and fire. A place for people serious about leveling up without pretending. Because your environment is your subconscious in disguise. Surround yourself with giants and watch how fast you outgrow small talk. Join a tribe that doesn't let you shrink back into who you were. Because iron sharpens iron, but only if they collide. Habit number 32. Play the long game like a psychopath. Patience isn't passive, it's lethal. Everyone wants fast success, instant validation, overnight everything. But the people who truly win are the ones building silently while everyone else is rushing loudly. The long game looks boring to the impatient. It looks crazy to the average. But that's because most people have microwave goals with stovetop commitment. You want to be unstoppable? Learn to delay gratification until it confuses people. Let them wonder how you stay calm while they panic for progress. Patience doesn't mean waiting. It means working without whining. It's putting your head down while the world scrolls past, knowing your time will come. And when it does, it'll look like you appeared overnight. But really you've just been underground refining for years. Play the long game like a psychopath, obsessed, detached from trends, addicted to mastery, because temporary people chase moments, but legacy builders chase decades. Don't look for quick results. Build something that outlives the hype. Habit number 33, the inner fortress. You've been building it all along. The mental fortress no one can see. Every boundary you set, every habit you kept, every truth you faced, every time you chose growth over gossip, pain over comfort, silence over validation, you've been laying bricks. Most people build identities that collapse under pressure. You're building one that doesn't flinch when life gets violent. A bulletproof mindset isn't loud, it's calm. It's the quiet knowing that no matter what hits, you'll rebuild. It's walking into chaos with a still mind and walking out with wisdom. Your fortress isn't built from stone, it's built from scars. Each one a lesson, each one a wall that says, I've been through worse. You don't need approval anymore. You don't need applause, you've got inner peace. And that's the kind of wealth the world can't counterfeit. That's what being bulletproof really means. Not emotionless, not fearless, but unshakable. Here's the part most people will never understand. A bulletproof mind isn't given, it's earned through quiet wars. No one applauds you for it's built on the mornings. You got up tired but did it anyway. On the nights you sat with your pain instead of numbing it. On the days you didn't feel powerful but refused to act powerless. This world doesn't reward depth, it rewards noise. But you're not here to be trendy. You're here to be timeless. And that means choosing growth when comfort calls your name. Choosing the grind when no one's watching. Choosing silence when the world screams for attention. That's what separates warriors from wanderers. You've just built 33 habits that make you untouchable. But don't just hear them, live them. Because a bulletproof mindset isn't about control, it's about creation. You create your discipline, your focus, your peace, your identity every single day. And one last thing, everything deeper, everything we couldn't fit in this video, it's all waiting for you on our website. The ebooks are there if you want to go further. Use promo code WISEJOE for 20% off, because this community rewards those who act. And if you've made it here, really made it here, then you're not normal, you're not average. You're part of that rare group that chooses truth over comfort, clarity over chaos, growth over gossip. The outside world won't understand it yet, and that's fine. Let them sleep. You're building while they scroll. You're becoming while they pretend. The bulletproof mindset isn't a goal, it's a way of life. So, here's your final reminder. Stop waiting for the world to calm down. You be the calm. Stop waiting for permission to rise. You are the permission. The world doesn't need another follower. It needs one more person who can think clearly, move intentionally, and live honestly. You've just joined that small, dangerous group. The ones who don't break, they rebuild. The ones who don't chase trends, they create legacies. Welcome to the few who get it. Stay sharp, stay grounded.